Did I just write the next emo anthem? The way that you're feeling right now, that knee-jerk response to comment, that's the reason I blew up on TikTok, pissed off an entire community in the process, and was able to funnel all of that hate into writing one of my best songs. This is the story of I Won't Give Up. In February of 2022, I released a song called When We Were Young, and as I'm sure you know by now, it blew up in all the wrong ways. After striking out with this early 2000s nostalgia-fueled pop-punk song, I riled up all the young punks and emos and received a backlash of hatred. People were telling me to quit music, to give up on my dreams, whatever. I'm sure you've heard this all before. Now, a younger version of myself would have been buried in the hate and probably hidden under a rock for a few months until it all blew over. Because this is easily the worst possible thing that could happen to an aspiring artist. Right? Well, here's the thing. This was actually a blessing in disguise. What? This wasn't the end of my career like some people claim. This was an opportunity. There's a reframing question that I like to use whenever I'm going through anything tough. How is this the best thing that's ever happened to me? I could look at this situation as having alienated my target audience and thus destroying my career, or I could see that people were so upset by the thing that I created that they were pushing my art further out into the world than I could have ever done on my own, and putting my work in front of new people who might enjoy it, which is exactly what happened. Not only that, but it was showing me who the people were that I didn't want to be engaging with. I'm a firm believer that punk music is about accepting people for who they are and allowing them to express themselves in whichever way they like. I don't care what bands you listen to or what t-shirts you wear. If you want to express yourself and be part of the punk community, I say the more the merrier. This exercise was showing me all of the people who claim to be real punks that in reality are just gatekeeping everybody that doesn't fit into their very shallow view of what real punk is. And frankly, I'm not here to convince them that they're wrong. I'm here to show people that believing in yourself and expressing yourself in the way that you choose is pretty much the most punk rock thing you can do. So, how do you respond to this? I did what I always do. I wrote a song about it. But instead of writing an angsty teenage song calling everybody twits and throwing up middle fingers all over the place, I focused on making the song as upbeat and positive as possible. For the most part. I'm only human. I had to dig at them a little bit. But the message was clear. I'm here. I know you don't like me, but I'm not going anywhere. The immediate response to the song was insanely positive. Many of the haters retracting their statements that I was the worst artist to ever release music, which was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, there are still people telling me to quit, which is so hilariously ironic that I can't help but smile over it. People told me to quit, so I wrote a song saying, I'm not gonna quit, and their super clever response is, well, you should still quit. You can't make this stuff up. My goal here is to show every artist that no matter what you do, there's always gonna be people that tell you that you're not good enough. And while I hope none of you have to deal with the landslide of hate that I got, I'm sure you will have to deal with it in one way or another. Just remember that those people don't get to decide how you present yourself or your art. And even the most seemingly devastating situation is actually an opportunity to grow. When people tell you that you're awful, just ask yourself, how is this the best thing that's ever happened to me? And no matter what, don't ever give up on something that you're passionate about. Because the only person you have to answer to is yourself. Oh, and the Black Parade is the emo anthem, and it always will be. Full stop. But this is only half the story, and if you want to see how I broke emo TikTok with the song and the insanity that ensued because of it, watch this video where I take you through the entire journey. I guarantee you'll be entertained.